Hey, what's up?
Hey Lee, how are you?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Very well, thank you.
Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you perfectly. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, I
Excellent.
can.
Good, because I just got a new mic, so I was hoping that everything was going to be running fine.
Yeah.
Awesome. We'll kick it off, man. Welcome to the show, Lee. How's things going?
It's been great. It's been great. Just out here on the road. It's extremely hot out here today, so thankfully we can be inside for a little bit of it.
Whereabouts are you at the moment?
We're in Arizona,
Oh,
so it is it's 110 degrees
I don't know what the
Fahrenheit.
conversion is.
I know. I don't know what the conversion is. Here, I'm gonna have someone look it up real fast. They can hear me in the other room, so I'm sure they can tell us.
They'll yell out.
Yeah,
Man,
44 Celsius.
44 Celsius.
God,
So
that's too hot.
yes, and the show's outside today.
Oh no.
So, but apparently they're used to that here.
Yeah,
Used to
right.
that. So this is just a normal day for them.
Yeah, right. That's scorching hot. So have I caught you pre or post show?
Pre.
Pre. Oh, we better make it
Yes,
quick then.
yes. So
Man, the new album, amazing,
thank
absolutely
you,
loving it. So big congratulations on that.
thank you so
Um,
much.
got to ask though, what was the wait? Like the previous album was what, 2016?
Yes, a long time ago.
It's a long road.
Yeah, I think for us, we were never fully happy with things that we were working on
Hmm.
pre this, I guess, this version of this record. Because we made, we were probably going to release a record in 2019
Right.
with a bunch of songs on it. But then we started getting some interest from labels, and we were like, wait a second, let's hold out, let's just see. And basically, we signed to a label, Better
Hmm.
Noise, in late 2019. And then in 2020, we all know what happened then. And basically everything got put on hold. And that included the recording of new songs and stuff like
Right.
that. So it kind of just one thing after the next got pushed back, pushed back, pushed back. And then it was like, all right, well, then let's make sure this is 100% the record we want to release.
Hmm.
So we went back into the studio late last year, worked on a few more songs, and kind of replaced songs that we didn't love as much. And then now we're here. Now it's game time.
Yeah. Okay. So do those songs that you sort of push to the side a little bit, do they still get a bit of playtime in your live sets?
I don't think we don't play any right now, but we definitely played some of them
Hmm.
before. And it's going to be funny because some of them will live on YouTube maybe forever, like the live version.
Yep.
There's definitely one, these kids, they love a song called Angel Wings. And that one was like a song that was in the set for
Hmm.
many of years. And it just didn't feel right at the moment. We'll see, maybe a deluxe edition or something, so who knows.
Oh, awesome. Well, it was definitely worth the wait. The new album, Greetings From Suffocate City, is set to release on Friday the 13th, which is very on
Perfect.
par. Yep,
Yep, it fits the brand.
absolutely. What does the album title mean to you?
So when we were trying to search for a title, we wanted it to kind of evolve around this whole idea of what this band is, and where we're at with things. And Suffocate City was always going to be kind of the song on the record. I think all of us were like, we love that song. That's the song. Like, and we played it live for the first time in like 2021.
Oh,
And
wow.
from 2021 to now, it's always been a fan favorite. And so when we were revisiting these things, these ideas of song titles or record titles, Suffocate City just kept coming to mind. Suffocate City just kept coming to mind. So finally, we were like, all right, so what is it going to be? It's not going to be Welcome to, or what, because we say that in the song. I was like, it needs to be something kind of fun. And, it was like this world that we're creating. We're like, greetings from Suffocate City. Like you're sending like a postcard.
I actually thought, I was looking at the pre-order post on Instagram. I was like, there needs to be a postcard.
Yes. So we do have a postcard.
Oh.
So if you order any of the deluxe versions of the vinyl,
Hmm.
which I think there might be one in there that ships to Australia. It comes with a postcard that we use in the music video. And it says like Greetings from Suffocate City. And we signed a bunch of them, and they're all in the deluxe editions.
Nice. So. Excellent. Writing the album, what was the main goal, and what, like, do you guys feel like you achieved it?
I think so. I think I'm happy with where we're at, right? Like, I think the thing is I'm already thinking of what's next. We're already working on what's next, you know, and I think later on this year, we're planning on going back into the studio and start working on what's next. Because I think we're ready for like the next chapter almost already in this story of Suffocate City or this world that we're creating. So we'll see exactly where it heads or where it ends, you know, and we'll kind of just take it from there. You know, I'm excited for kids to hear this record. You know, it comes out on Friday, and you know, a lot of the records kind of out already, but I think half the records out, half the records not. And I think the songs that aren't, I think those are some of the most impactful songs and meaningful songs. So I'm excited for people to sit down and listen to it one to one.
Yeah. Speaking of them being meaningful, obviously there's some pretty heavy issues that you've sort of tackled on the record.
Yeah.
Were all of those, was all the inspiration for those taken from real life experiences?
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to think. I was trying to go through all of them. I mean, yeah, because all of them are kind of like love letters to younger me, or to situations that I've been in, or to situations that maybe us as a band has been in, you know, and even down to like Holy Water. Holy Water is literally about like the music industry and like, be careful what you sign, be careful what you sign up for. You know, you get promised this life, and it doesn't come that way. You know, and that was something that we had to deal with early on in our career with the old label that we were on, you know, and there's a lot of empty promises, you know, and, you know, then I think as we grow and get and move on, you know, I think there's songs like, you know, Alien is just not about fitting in, you know, Stay Weird is about the younger me, about it was literally like, if I could write myself like in a letter and send it back in time, you know, to when I was like 14, it's about being just who you are, you know, and I think I wanted to do something that, not just a record that everyone can connect with, but I think talk about things that almost all of us have been through, you know, especially when we were younger.
Yeah. Look, Stay Weird is probably my favorite track on the album.
I love that one.
And yeah, you saying that like it's a letter that you would have written, you know, your younger self. And it absolutely nails that. So
thank you.
Yeah, that's
I love that.
There's some big names on the record. Such as Danny Warsnop, Burt McCracken, Eva Under Fire, and Spencer from Ice Nine Kills, who you toured with recently.
Yeah, so we played some shows of Ice Nine. So we haven't toured with them fully, but we've been able to play like their horror convention that Spencer has, and that's kind of and that's how we got to meet him and talk to him, and that's how we kind of, you know, got closer with him. And I like sent him the song, and he was like, yo, like this song's sick, let me be on it. And I was like, oh my God, yes. And it was kind of one thing after the next, you know, and it was wild to just be like, then the next thing I know, I'm on a plane to Los Angeles and I'm filming the music video with him, you know, and it's like, what in the world is happening, you know? So it's been cool. It's been really cool.
Yeah, nice. What was it like working with, you know, the other featured artists on there as well?
Yeah, so like Bert was a crazy one, because when we were working on the record, our A&R Lexi, she was just like, hey, send me oh God, sorry. Ooh.
That's all right.
The heat is killing me today. It's making me exhausted. No, but basically she was just like, here, send me this list of like all the people that you want, like would love to collaborate with. Right.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, I'm just going to reach for the stars. And I listed off a bunch of people. And in that was Bert from The Used. And because I grew up listening to The Used. And I was like, that's not going to happen. I just like rolled on. Well, time went by. And Lexi's like, hey, I just sent You're So Ugly When You Cry to Bert's manager. And he sent it to Bert. And Bert loved the song. And he's going to literally track vocals tomorrow. And I'm like, what? You know, and I'm like freaking out. You know, and like, just younger me, of course, but even modern me, everything, you know, it's just like, this is insane. Yeah. it's been crazy to think about how much has changed even within a year of this band, and like early last year we released Alien and we weren't getting any tour offers, like nothing was happening. I was definitely pushing on TikTok and stuff like that, and that was doing fine, but none of like the other stuff was moving. And then now we're here, we're on tour Five Finger Death Punch in amphitheaters and arenas and stuff, and it's like, what even is life? It's great. And they have a song with Bert from The Used,
Yeah, that's massive. It sounds like you guys had a lot of fun recording the album and creating it. And your live shows, or devotion ceremonies, as you refer to them,
yes,
look like an absolute blast. Was there any tracks off the new album that you were especially excited to reveal live?
So there's one that we've been playing live for a long time, but I'm excited that it finally got released when we announced the record. It's called Blood Mother. It's just fun. It's like got that groove, it's kind of Southern rock vibe almost to it. And, live, we all get like really sassy with it, and we can kind of like dance around, have a good time. It's just fun. It's just like a fun song. And it's one of those songs that like halfway through, we normally put it around halfway through the set. And that's when you can really see a change in the audience. They'll like, you can see them go, we can see them go like, oh, wow, like this movement this way, like I get it. Like it's wild to just like to see the light bulb flicker in their brains, be like, oh, this is fun now. I get it.
It's good that you're getting the good feedback for the new material.
Yeah, it's been incredible.
Yeah, I bet. You mentioned in a TikTok video that fans of Ice Nine Kills, My Chemical Romance, Motionless in White, stuff like that, they would resonate with your music, or your music would resonate with them. Listening to the album, there was some influences in there. I don't know whether intentional. I wanted to sort of pry on that a little bit. So
yeah, of course.
Welcome to the title track, obviously. Suffocate City. That riff sounds like so not super early, but like early Avenged Sevenfold. I heard, I'm like, holy shit, this album is just gonna like kick some ass.
I love that.
Yeah, it just worked really well. But your vocal work on Chernobyl, like, had Danny Elfman written all over it.
No, so I'm hyped that you said it. That's so when we're moving on to the next record, I've already planted this seed in my A&R's head. And I said, hey, I have to work with Danny Elfman. We have to. We just something. Just even give me like 2 bars with him, like whatever. Like I don't care. Like half a song, or something, because I mean, I grew up loving, everything that he's done. And I think, and that's definitely a vibe that we like want to take further. I think going down the rabbit hole for the next record, I think will be a lot darker. I think it will be a lot heavier, but not talking like metalcore heavy. You know what I mean? I'm saying like heavier as in the overall feeling.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, I love Danny Elfman. I love his work, and Chernobyl definitely was inspired by him.
Okay. Yeah, no, you can definitely hear it. Like I said,
and Avenge. I mean, you talked about Avenge. I mean, I think in the new record we're going to have a lot more of the fancier guitar work.
Yeah,
okay. I think on this one we were just trying to test out what we wanted to do, and now we're more finding what our sound completely is. And on the next one, we're going to evolve it to even the next other step.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Even though the album isn't out yet.
I know.
I'm already looking forward to the next one.
It's so crazy because for us, we've been working on this record for like 5 years. So like we're all like, all right, let's go. But it's exciting. I'm just excited that people can finally hear this. Especially some of our fans have been around forever. For the past 10 years, people have been waiting for this record since 2017, 2016. So it's like we owe this to them. This is for them.
That's it. And hey, I'm unfortunately one of the newer listeners, but I did find you guys through TikTok last year or early this year. I'm sure you've had plenty of other new fans that have discovered you guys in a similar fashion.
No, literally, we have a girl that's on tour with us as our merch girl / she does my makeup and stuff like that, and a bunch. She helps like meet and greets and stuff like that. she found us on TikTok. Mm-hmm. She reached out via TikTok. I was like, hey, I would love to do your makeup at your show in Indiana. You know, I already bought a ticket. You don't need to buy a ticket. I just want to do it. And I said, sure, why not? And now she's on tour with us, you know, and that's through awesome. TikTok, you know, and if it wasn't through TikTok, I would never met her, and we never would be, you know, doing the kind of show that I wanted to do with that.
Yeah, excellent. Did you guys see like a rise in listeners and fans after like the Voodoo Doll?
Yes. Voodoo Doll was the first one to do extremely well on TikTok. Yep. And then Dark Thoughts did extremely well too. I think Dark Thoughts has like almost 1,000 videos used with the sound or whatever. And it's crazy what those songs, you know, because I didn't write them to do well on TikTok. I just posted a few things of what the songs mean, or, you know, some weird things that have happened to us or whatever it is. And it's like, you know, people, you know, they enjoy it and they want to share it, or they want to, you know, make content to it.
Yeah, nice. So you said before you're currently on tour with some pretty heavy hitters, like obviously Five Finger Death Punch and the one and only Marilyn Manson.
Yes.
How has that been?
It's been insane, like absolutely insane. I can't even describe how wild it's been, because like we found out that we're doing this tour like maybe 4 months ago. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like something that's been planned for like a year. It literally just came really fast. I literally just picked up a phone call that our manager called us and was like, hey, so Five Finger wants you guys to come out on tour with them. And we were like, okay. And then it was like, oh, but also Manson's on it. And Slaughter to Prevail. And I'm like, what? Like, this is going to be insane. So it's just crazy that they were able to set it up and get it together.
Yeah, that's nuts. So what's on next? Are there any plans to come down to Australia? Like I could see, you know, a 6 Feet Down Under tour.
Yes, I mean, I would love to. I mean, I think it just depends on the time, or well, I think it's depending on the band. We've gotten really close with Red Hook.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
I can see that happening.
Yes, yeah. So we've been talking with them a lot, and I'm not gonna say that it's gonna happen, but they were saying something about maybe next year, and then maybe we would bring them here to the US or something like that. We could just do a little switcheroo, you know. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, that'd be a really cool show. Awesome, Lee. Well, thank you very much for your time.
No, of course, my man.
All the links down below for the new album, Greetings From Suffocate City, out on September 13th or Friday the 13th.
Insane. All right, my man. Great talking to you.
Thanks, man.